So, let's start the evening by speaking with the Sparkling-Eyed Loporrits. And we'll go ahead and speak with them to take on the next quest entitled Over the Rainbow Crystal. The Sparkling-Eyed Loporrit has rainbows on their mind.
Goodness, my apologies. I was rather preoccupied thinking about the rainbow crystals. Beautiful, aren't they? Their elemental energies are what make it possible for people to survive here on the moon. From the air we're breathing to the gravity that keeps us from haphazardly floating about, it's all thanks to those crystals. They require regular maintenance to maintain equilibrium though, and that's why I come in. If you have a mind to see how it's done, I could use an extra set of paws, or hands as your kind seems to insist on calling them. My friends will take care of the more delicate work, so all you need to do is bring us a few aspected crystals. How about it? Alright then. It's nice to know people from Etheris are taking interest in their own ability to breathe. Yeah. So what we need to get started are lightning and wind aspected crystals, one each. You can find them at the respective sparkling supply stations. Once you have them, you'll want to deliver the lightning aspected crystal to the Shine Supervisor to the north. They're in charge of the shininess, you know. The wind aspected crystal should go to Hopping Way near the entrance. I'll handle the fire and water aspected crystals, so you simply need to report to me once your crystals are distributed. And so away they go, and so are we. Let's do it. I'm also dodging the various guards that are around here, I guess we could call them. You know, we'll weave our way around and get to where we need to go. So around the crystal. Also, someone apparently saw the American-only promotion that Final Fantasy XIV had for a time, which was if you ordered takeout through one of the many takeout websites out there, there's a Canadian equivalent of it, but this didn't apply to us, unfortunately. Yeah, it was American-only. And so if you ordered from them and used the Final Fantasy Endwalker promo code, you got a free emote that shows you eating pizza in this game. If that's not cruel, I don't know what is. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a fancy crystal here. So here's our wind aspected crystal. And then we'll drop back down and go and get the lightning crystal. Yeah, kind of hard to not tell them apart. They're pretty distinguishable by their colors. Alright, going up. Yeah, look how swift I am. So go ahead and pull from here. And now we got to show them off. Let's take it on over to the Shine Supervisor and to Hopping Way as well and see what the two of them think about what we've obtained. I gotta wonder, do they have to mine these crystals, or do they have some fancy Loporrit way of making them? Can't help but be possibly curious about that, but if that was the case, that would be pretty cool. Alright, so we've completely covered the map over in the Curatorium. Yeah, I'm thinking I might want to hit the... Well, actually, I think I'll be fine. It's like, how should I go about this in terms of the sequence? But I think we'll be just fine here. Alright there, Hopping Way. I got what you need. It's you! You're here! Which can only mean you have a crystal for me!
Yes, I do. It's a wind crystal.
Yes, that's the one I need, thank you!
Just a simple thank you, and that's all you need. Meanwhile, let's head on over to the Shine Supervisor now and see what they have to say about the lightning crystal. Meanwhile, how am I doing on... Okay, the next current is over there. Oh, I'm being chased.
So eventually we'll get on over to where you are. Hello.
Oh, hello there. I don't suppose you've come to deliver a lightning aspected crystal?
I certainly have. Here you go.
Well, you have. Well then, stand back. I'll have those rainbow crystals sparkling like new in no time at all.
Glad we could help you out. Alright, back over to Mr. Sparkly Eyes. Yeah, we have reason to be confused. Hello there.
You're back! I take it everything went according to plan?
Yes, it did.
Then Mare Lamentorum is safe for another day. This part of it anyway, though there is one thing I still wish the crystals could provide for us. Rain! Oh, how I long to see the shimmering raindrops that fall so freely on Ethris. It's my dream to one day expand the capabilities of the rainbow crystals so we can do just that. Who knows? Perhaps you'll need a parasol the next time you visit.
I'm surprised you even know what a parasol is.
But until then, I promise we'll keep the moon in tip-top condition. We do live here after all.
Indeed you do. So we'll take our experience, 655 gil, plus a level 84 earring. And away he goes. Alright, still one more to cover, aside from the blue quests. Oh, look at that one go. Alright, so hiding over here in the corner is this inquisitive Loporrit. But that begs the question, if this one's inquisitive, why is it hiding in a corner? Maybe we'll get an answer by taking on the quest entitled Getting to Know You. The inquisitive Loporrit is eager to learn about people.
Aha! I knew I'd find one of you eventually. Can you talk? I have so many things I wish to ask you.
Like what?
We have learned much about you thanks to our collaborators on Ethris, but it has become clear that there are a great deal they neglected to mention. Your stunted growth, for example.
Jeez, they really like to insult us on our height, even though we're significantly taller than they are.
Rather than speculate on other crucial details we may have overlooked, we're hoping you can clarify a few things if that's alright.
Okay then.
Thank you so much! A few of my fellow Loporits are sure to have burning questions of their own. If you could wait here a moment, I'll go and fetch them.
Alright. So yeah, just chill out for a while. The following event cannot be skipped. Alright. So be it. So as we chill out for a while. Yeah, there you are. Waving to me. And here comes the friends. As they wiggle their ears at each other as a sign of greeting. But now where are they going?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh. These are the people you want me to talk to. These are the Loporits you want me to speak with.
Now then, shall we get started?
Sure. As I nod. So I guess you want to ask me something.
First, we'd like to ask about typical methods of stress relief. We have read that when thrust into a new and otherwise unfamiliar environment, the people of Ethris can become quite stressed. Should the worst come to worst, they're forced to relocate here to the moon and, well... We're considering a number of contingencies based on what we've read, but being a native of Ethris yourself, we're quite curious to know how you prefer to relieve stress.
Exercise helps me relax. I usually sleep my troubles away, or breaking the bones of my enemies is quite therapeutic. Oh, these responses that they always have. But yeah, I only wish I could sleep my troubles away. But it's a luxury I don't have. We'll go with exercise.
Exercise, you say? Fascinating. I don't believe we have facilities quite suited for exercise, but fear not, it's nothing a little renovation cannot fix.
Well, I think climbing up and down those giant ramps ought to help.
That was certainly enlightening, thank you! We'll make a paradise out of the moon yet, just wait and see!
Hey there, Aerosol, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. So as the Loporrit waves goodbye, away they go.
I too have a rather pertinent question.
what do your people do for recreation?
Well, we have an event right now.
We have pored over every book provided to us from cover to cover, but the answer yet eludes us. As such, we're quite certain of a few ideas we had for entertainment or wanting for inspiration. So tell us, what do you enjoy?
Eating raises my spirits. Travel and exploration of the unknown can be quite exhilarating, or the carnage of battle makes my heart sing. Yeah, we want to pander to Xenos with that response. Of course we do. For me, it's travel and exploration.
Oh, good. There are myriad places to visit on the moon, aside from Mare Lamentorum. They all look more or less the same, though. I think I have a better idea of what needs to be done next. Thank you.
And so off you go, and now you're back on your own again.
One last question, if I may, and perhaps the most important we could ask of you.
And what would that be?
Do you like carrots?
I love carrots. Yeah, I actually do. Yeah, look how happy he is.
I'm glad to hear it. We need to eat too, though, so try to leave some for us. I think that covers everything. Thank you for your time.
Of course, we still need to complete the quest.
That was awfully nice of you taking the time to answer our questions. It was more helpful than you know. Every word of what you said is here in my notes, and I plan to share it with everyone. Mark my words, we'll transform the moon into a marvel like anything you've ever seen.
So we'll take our experience and our 655 gil for doing this Q&A. I guess more these days it would be called an AMA. Alright, I'm gonna swing around over to the other side of the burrow to complete the other side quests there that are not the blue quests. Alright, we've arrived on the other side over in Greatest Endvale. So now let's pick off the remaining side quests over here. First by speaking with this bouncy Loporits. And we'll take on the quest entitled For a Greater Garden. The bouncy Loporit would ask you to lend them an ear.
Just the person I was hoping to see. I'd like your thoughts on something if you have a moment.
Sure. I seem to do that hand turn quite a lot here in Endwalker. Well, I'm like, well, I wonder what you're about to say.
As you might have noticed, this park is rather drab as it is now, which is why I plan to plant flowers to liven things up a little. Of course, there's no guarantee my tastes are in line with those of your people. We have a most wondrous assortment of plants at Lovingway's Darlings, and it would mean the moon to me if you would pick which flowers we use here in the park.
Okay then. I can't give you the ones on my head though.
Hooray! To the gardens then! You're going to love them, I know it!
Well, it seems like that part is dying down because, also we're going all the way out there. I know I especially had to do that for last night's stream when I did the Starlight Celebration. So I decided to split the content up into two parts, the primary version and then the epilogue with Godbirds. Oh. So as we make our way back out on the top side of the moon, let's speak with the Loporits.
Well, what do you think? In my readings, I've found that even a single species of flower can bloom in a number of colors, which is what makes them so appealing. Though it took a little work, these three specimens are capable of the same. They're all charming in their own way, but I couldn't possibly decide which is best for the park. Which do you like best? Don't worry about giving a right or wrong answer. I trust your discerning eye.
Also, yeah, those are flowers. Choose a flower. The springy flower in purple, the sparkling flower in red, or the clustered flower in brown, is that? Yeah, I think they'll be more interested in the bright colors.
Ooh, I like these too. They're sure to make an impression with park visitors.
Choose this flower? Yes. That one.
A fine choice. Now, let's take a view back to the park, shall we? Do be careful not to drop any on the way. Wait, I have to take them with me? As in, carry them manually? Nope, we can just warp back. Alright. That's good, I'll take it. Yeah, it seems like here on Primal, we have a hot potato of places where RP is predominant. Like, it used to be Hyperion for the longest time, and then last year, and for quite a little while before that, Ultros took over the crown. Yeah, there's still a very notable RP venue on Hyperion, the Lucky Sevens Casino, but other than that, activity on Hyperion has died down significantly, as far as RP is concerned. Alright, hello there. The flowers, if you please. Here you go. I'm told the people of Vethris love nature, and flowers are held in particularly high regard. I realize they're not quite the same, but I sure hope these blooms make the moon feel a little more like home. First things first, I need to plant as many of these flowers as I can. By the time I'm done, our gardens will be a place of joy and wonderment for all. You wait and see. Well, thank you very much. So we'll take your experience in 735 gil. And then right over here, we have Mopping Way. Let's go ahead and take their quest entitled Troubled Waters. Is there a bridge connected to these troubled waters? Something goes bump in Greatest Endsvale, and it has Mopping Way concerned. Oh dear, oh my, oh dear, this is terrible! Why is that? What's going on? Thank goodness you're here! There's a strange sound coming from the waterway! I think there might be something wrong with the water regulation system. What if the water starts to flow backwards? Or worse? Everything must be inspected from top to bottom, but time is of the essence, and I can't possibly hope to do it all on my own. Not as quick as I'd like at any rate. Please say you will help. I can do that. Oh, thank goodness. Look for the water towers to the north and you'll find the regulators. If you can take care of that, I will see to the rest. We can reconvene here when you've finished. Alright. So there are 3 of them we gotta look at. But yeah, Hyperion used to be the RP paradise for the longest time, but now these days it's actually it's actually gotten to the point where it's a split between my server, Exodus, and Ultros. Ultros had that title for quite a while because they have a nightclub called Lore Lounge, which is really popular, and a lot of other places on Ultros too also have really good RP venues. But over the course of this year, we seem to have started to take away from the people over on Ultros, because including my RP cafe for my character Rika here that I'm playing as for the Warrior of Light and Endwalker, that a lot of venues have popped up in Exodus over the course of the past year. I do have a few favorites for sure, and they're definitely they're growing like weeds basically. They're just all over the place now. Yeah, I guess the era of Hyperion as the predominant RP venue here on this data center on Primal has come to an end. Because yeah, aside from Lucky Sevens, we really don't see much out of Hyperion anymore. And even then, Lucky Sevens isn't even open that much anymore. Alright, so you hear an odd bubbling murmur. This machine seems to be malfunctioning. Alright, looks like we found what we were seeking. This is something I overheard at work today. I don't know if there's any validity to it, but if anyone out there knows whether this rumor is true that sales of Final Fantasy XIV have been frozen because of the excessive server overloads, do let me know, either in chat or in comments if you're watching this afterwards. How did everything look on your side? Well, this is how it all looked. A murmur by the northeast regulator. I think I know what the problem is. We released fish into the river so that our guests could go fishing, but they're likely attracted to the heat of the regulators.
Even though fish are cold-blooded?
Not to worry, this is but one little bump on the road to building a fantastic recreational facility, and thanks to you, the path forward can be made smoother. When our work is finished, I hope you'll visit again and make the most of what we have to offer.
So we'll take our experience center, 655 gil. So it is true. Alright. Yeah, and then the big question comes, for how long? Proving that you can't have too much of a good thing. So, let's go ahead and speak with Learning Way to take on our next and last of the regular side quests here in Bestway's Burrow, called Unfortunate Fortune Telling. Learning Way is worried one of his fellow Loporits has met with misfortune.
If you're not too busy, might I trouble you to look into something for me?
Alright.
I recently heard that one of our fellows is acting strangely near one of the water reserves in Greater Stansvale. Everyone knows that the water is for our passengers to be, and if anything should happen to those reserves, it could ruin everything. I doubt they would talk to me, but I suspect they might be willing to confess their plans if you ask them. You'll help, won't you?
I guess I can.
The reserve you're looking for is on the northern end of Greater Stansvale. Please hurry before they do anything foolish.
Alright, let's go ahead and hit that up. Alright, so it looks like you'll be up here. Yeah, this shaky Loporit is chilling out by the water and definitely looks dazed. Let's find out why. Yeah, don't move the camera like that.
What? Who are you? What's the matter?
Well, we were told about something.
Suspicious? Me? But why? I haven't done anything wrong. Oriange was teaching me about telling fortunes, and I've been trying to practice so I could show the others how it's done. In fact, I even made my own carrot cards, though they're not quite as fancy as Oriange's. I tried using them to see what good fortune will come to the people of Ethos when they visit the moon, but... maybe I did it wrong, but the cards had nothing good to say. I got the complete opposite, so I thought I'd try again after putting myself in the water here. That is what your people do, yes? I read that it's possible to purify oneself using water, but I don't feel as if anything has changed. Maybe I missed a step somewhere? Oh, could you draw the water for me? Coming from Highland's Chosen, I'm sure it'd be the most purifyingest water ever! All you have to do is fill an empty bottle with water and pour it on me. Please, the outcome of my carrot card reading is in your hands!
I just hope that we have a situation where we don't destroy the cards themselves by pouring water on this shaky Loporit. So, here you go. Yeah, all good?
Ah, how refreshing! I feel like a brand new Loporit! Already I can feel my spirit overflowing with good fortune. Time to have another look at those carrot cards and see what awaits the people of Etheris.
Oh, we don't get to find out? Aww. So yeah, I totally get what you're saying there, Arizal.
Well, did you find out what that good-for-nothing was up to?
He's not doing anything bad at all, actually.
Oh, really? Well, that's actually quite admirable, making such efforts to understand the culture of Etheris. That said, I'm not sure one is meant to redraw cards until they find a desired result. Or perhaps I misheard how fortune-telling is meant to work? Maybe I should go and talk to them about that. Then again, there's been no harm done and they mean well. Perhaps I'll discuss the finer points of card reading with them another day. Thank you for looking into this.
Glad I could help. So we'll take our experience, 815 gil, plus the level 84 bracelets. Alright, that takes care of all of the regular side quests within Mare Lamentorum and Bestway's Burrow.
So now we have 4 blue side quests. Don't know how many of them have chains connected to them, but we do know that all of them have aether currents connected to them, so it's time to make the most of this opportunity. Let's head on back to the main aetherite.